we might be tasting completely blind, but I can clearly see that the color on these pours are gorgeous. Let's get into this blind tasting and see if the whiskey tastes as good as it looks.
Welcome to Stuff and Whiskey. I'm Erin.
I'm Josh. Thank you so much for joining us today, where we're just hanging out as a husband and wife, a social sipper and a whiskey nerd, enjoying some pours together and sharing the experience with you. And we're not really a review channel. Our reactions to tasting whatever this is completely blind serves as your review. And we think there's a lot of value in that.
Yeah.
And if you do too, and you like these unbiased opinions, I would recommend subscribing to the channel. It'll help you get more content like this in your feed. What do you think about the nose?
Pretty good. I need another sniff because you were still talking longer than I thought, so I didn't really get a good sniff.
Wow. Look, we don't try to guess, but this smells exactly like a Brown-Forman or a Barton 1792 product. It smells like
What does that mean?
Sweet vanilla cream, bourbony goodness.
Okay. I got a little bit of campfire, not smoke, but is it mesquite?
Mm-hmm.
I got some mesquite.
I kind of see you there.
Skeet. I couldn't not do that. I'm so sorry.
Mesquite, skeet. Okay. Goodness gracious. Off the rails. All right. Yeah, to me, this, I don't know what it is. I'm not trying to even guess, but just so you know, if whatever this is something in your wheelhouse or not, if you like kind of barrel-proof Jack Daniels, Old Forester barrel strengths, things like that, this kind of is toeing that line.
Yeah, there's an underlying sweetness too. I'm kind of excited to try it. Can we try it?
Yeah, just big old bright vanilla cream frosting type stuff. Bananas, cherries, oak, brown sugar, light brown sugar. Really nice. Get on the palate. Cheers.
So I think I drank that wrong. It kind of went up my nostrils.
It is very effervescent.
Yeah.
That borderline tastes like I'm drinking a room temperature Jack and Coke.
Yeah.
Like there's so much cola and effervescence in there.
Yeah, I think the effervescence really kicked in because it was almost like I got that sensation that you get sometimes if you jump into a pool and you haven't properly plugged your nose. You get just
bubbly up in
you get
here.
just a little bit. I need another sip because that was distracting.
Second sip.
Okay. Definitely effervescent.
Yeah. Getting way more oak on the second sip.
Wow.
On the finish.
That is so weird to me how there is no carbonation in this, obviously. Yeah. But whatever the flavors are giving me that sensation of carbonation on the back of my tongue and on the roof of my mouth.
Yeah.
It's like magic. How does that happen?
I don't know. I don't know if it's the spice in it and not like a spicy spice, but just like a kind of a pop rock style dancing on your tongue type of thing.
Spicy.
But yeah, the way it comes across, this literally to me tastes like if you mixed up a Jack and Coke and you just left it at room temp.
Okay.
You know how if you ever drank room temp Coke before,
yeah,
and you get the carbonation, but there's a harshness there.
Yeah, it's also not as sweet as I feel like a Jack and Coke would be.
That's fair.
But I see where you're going with it.
It's in that flavor vein.
Yeah, I see, it is.
And when you drink room temp Coke, it kind of has a harshness to it, which is kind of whiskey itself. Just tends to have a harshness to it.
Yeah.
I don't know what this is, but I love it. And I want a bottle of this because I want to try it neat like this. I also want to try it on ice, and I want to try it in a whiskey and Coke to see how it goes. If
this is a Jack Daniels product, you can call it Jack and Coke.
Here's the thing. I'm not saying this is any of those products I mentioned. I am saying that what this glass has in it is something I really enjoy.
And it reminds you of those products.
Is it the best whiskey I've ever... and typically I'll let you go first, but I'm really excited right now.
Fine. Go ahead.
Typically, for me, I'm not saying it's the best whiskey I've ever tasted. It's not. I'm saying it, flavor-wise, is right in my wheelhouse.
It ticks off all those boxes that you like.
Right, and I find it very enjoyable because the finish rides out. It's gotten more oaky on the finish, and that just lasts and lasts and lasts. I'm 2 thumbs up on this. I love this. This is incredibly enjoyable and something I could smash this. This is...
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think what we really appreciate, what we've come to find out that we really appreciate, both of us, is a concentration of flavors. And in this pour, there is that, and there are flavors that we like. Sometimes there are concentration of flavor pours that have the flavors that we don't like. But this is a very concentrated flavor. It's almost like whiskey concentrate.
Yeah.
Like you almost need to dilute with water in order for it to be,
Yeah.
I'm being facetious here. You don't really need to, but it's very good. I'm giving it thumbs up because 2 thumbs up is just a little extreme for me right now. That feels very dramatic, but I really do like it.
Are you calling me dramatic?
Not intentionally, but if the shoe fits.
I mean, I can't deny it.
But I love that about you. So I'm going thumbs up, but it's a strong thumbs up. I really enjoy it. Yeah, I really
come down to
really
value for you.
It will come down to value
Yeah.
for me.
You know, and me too. Like, again, this isn't, you're talking about concentration of flavor. This has an element of that, but it's not all that. Like, this isn't like King of Kentucky, George T. Stagg levels of flavor here.
Okay.
But what it has for me is just, like, again,
It's power. It's a powerful pour.
I don't think it's spectacular, but I think it's incredibly good, and it's right in my wheelhouse. So
Yeah. And I do want it to be noted that I do think this is fairly high proof. So if you're someone who
maybe?
doesn't love high proof, this may not be for you. But if you do enjoy a high proof pour, I think this is really good.
You think it's higher than 1 teens? I think it's in the teens. Which is also a really great proof point for me for just like enjoyable sipping.
I think it's potentially in like the 120s.
Okay. Yeah, I don't think it's higher than that, but let's find out. Okay. I would say this is number 58 in our pool, by the way. I would say, look, I'd love to get a bottle of this for like 50 to 70 bucks, but I would pay 100 or 120 bucks for a bottle of this.
Well, it's 150.
Yeah, I get it.
So I'm not surprised. I don't like that, but I'm not shocked.
I don't like that.
I don't want anything to be over 100 bucks, like if I'm being honest, but that's not how life works. So I'm staying thumbs up. I'm not going 2 thumbs up. I do think it's a good value for what I got out of that pour. I'm staying thumbs up. I would like a bottle of it. I don't have to have a bottle of it though, so I'm not going 2 thumbs up.
I'm gonna stay 2 thumbs up. Wow. I took another sip knowing the price, and it is so enjoyable for me that I want a bottle of this to keep drinking it. Would I prefer it be $100? Yes. Would I pay $150 for it? Yes. And like if I can get this, if this is an available bottle and I don't have it already, I'm buying this.
Okay, that's fair.
All right.
I will say on subsequent sips, it is getting more drying and the
oak's becoming more.
Yeah, the oak does become more apparent. So that's something to note. Like it doesn't stay sweet.
That's making me like it more because the oak I'm getting is also sweet oak.
No, that makes me like it more too. I just wanted to note that for people who, if they don't like it, that's something to be aware of.
Yeah, there is an element of age on this, or at least barrel influence that I really, really enjoy. That's what's keeping me 2 thumbs up because it's not. If it was just all sweet, I'd be like, 50, 70 bucks, that's it.
Yeah.
This is dynamic too. This is a really fun pour.
Yeah.
What are we drinking? Number 58 in our pool.
We are drinking Woodford Batch Proof, and it's 124.7 proof.
Wow.
And this is thanks to Peter Fasciano.
Peter, dude, thank you so much. Peter Fasciano at Whiskey is a Journey.
Yep.
Check out his channel. Awesome fella, awesome gentleman.
Yep.
I didn't know where I was going with that, and then I came out with fella first, which I don't ever say. Sorry, Peter. You are an awesome fellow, though. Check him out. I'll put a link in the video description to his channel.
Do that.
Incredibly good production quality. Really, really good palate. I would bet Peter would probably be just a thumbs up or maybe a just okay on this because there's a lot of spice is not his thing. And this has a fair bit of spice.
It's present for sure.
Yeah.
And I think it makes itself known in the effervescent feeling.
Yes.
Yeah.
Which that's how I read that. I don't read it as like, I'm not getting ethanol heat, although it's bringing some proof with it. I'm getting it like an effervescence. Wow. Yeah. So this is really interesting because Woodford Batch Proof is a product that it's non-age stated.
Okay.
And the proofs are usually in like the very high teens to the like low to mid 120s.
Okay.
This
was mid 20s.
As a whiskey nerd, this is a product that I have really hemmed and hawed on over the years. It used to be lower priced, and then it was kind of an always buy it, and then it became higher priced, and then it's like, and then we bought a bottle recently that was like, I want to say it was like 122 or something like that. And I didn't really love it, and I never really drank it because it was so expensive, and I didn't really love it. However, this right here, this 124 point whatever.
7, I think.
This right here, this one, I really like this.
It slaps.
Yeah. Now, would I prefer to pay $100 for it? Yes. Am I going to get it for that price? No, I'm not. Would I pay $150 for this bottle now having tasted it? Yes, I would. I would like one of the ISO. Woodford batch proof. But anyways, if you're ISO in search of more good content like this, honest opinions, subscribe to the channel. Again. Give us a thumbs up down there. We really like that when you do that for us. And
I hate it when you say it like that.
And hit that bell if you want to join us for a live stream. Also, while you're down there, you can check out the video description for a link to our Patreon community, which is a fantastic community. As the shirt says, be good, do good, drink good whiskey.
That's what they're all
That's
about.
what we're all about. That's what our Patreon community is all about. And you can get plugged in for as little as $3 a month. Join our Discord. People are sharing samples. I'm going to get off of this video and go ask somebody for a sample or a bottle of this, see if I can trade something for it, because now I want one.
Yeah.
So...
All right.
Very interesting. Oh, also shirts like this. Check them out at stuffandwhiskey.com.
Yeah.
Glassware, candles, all kinds of stuff.
There aren't any candles there anymore right now. They're out of stock.
Okay. Well, things are coming and going all the time.
Yeah. So
You know
check
how
it
is.
out.
That's life.
Yeah.
The only constant is change.
Absolutely.
Philosophy.
All right. Okay. Before Josh gets on his soapbox,
We're done.
we're gonna shut her down.
We could have done signed out by now.
Okay. Well, thank you guys for watching. Be good to each other, and until next time, cheers.
Cheers. I'll bet you're proof.
That sounded mean. What did I do to deserve that? Gosh.
No,
I'm
I
gonna take
didn't
my
mean-
whiskey, go somewhere else where I'm wanted.
No, you are wanted. You're wanted every. Whoa, hold on a minute. Hold on a minute.
Everyone's wanted.
No, everybody wants you. Oh, hold on a minute.
Abort.
Hold on a minute.
Oh my gosh.
This is really good. This is so much better than the one that we had.
I don't remember the one we had.
That's part of the issue with these too, is like, okay, the 118.2 is awesome, but the 119.4 is kind of
isn't that why you love single barrels?
Yes, but when it comes to Woodford batch proof, I'm parting with $150 and you don't know whether you're gonna like, at least with
It's a gamble.
at least with single barrel picks.
Are you a gambling man?
Look, at least with single barrel picks, you have a palate that's picking it. Like if we pick one, we know we like it. Or if a local store picks one that we know who picked it, then we know why they picked it. With batch proof, you don't know what they're going for. It's all over the place.
It's a gamble. I was born a gambling man.